Hey guys, Gizmodic here, and today we're gonna check out iOS 13 on the Poco X2. Sorry, I meant MIUI 12. So as you all know, MIUI 12 closed beta has been released in China, and a lot of phones like the Redmi K30, which is the Poco X2, and then Redmi Note 8 Pro, and all of these devices have been getting the beta ROM. So since a lot of you guys are Xiaomi fans, and I had a Redmi K30 as well as a Poco X2 lying around, so I have flashed MIUI 12 ROM on this phone, and the Poco X2 is running on MIUI 11. So we're gonna check out every new cool feature that you have on MIUI 12, and we'll also do a side-by-side comparison with MIUI 11 so that you guys can see how much different MIUI 12 is. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the video. The first new feature that a lot of people are excited about is the super wallpaper. So on MIUI 12, when you swipe on the lock screen, you get this really cool animation of a planet moving. It currently is not available on all of the phones in the beta ROM. The Redmi K20 Pro has it, but I somehow managed to get it partially working on the Redmi K30, but it will definitely be there in the final release. So if you can see, there are two options right now, Earth and Mars. I have selected Mars, and as soon as you unlock the phone, you get this really nice movement, and then you get this really nice dynamic wallpaper. So even if I scroll between the pages on the home screen, you can see that there is some kind of movement. So it feels really dynamic, and I really like the super wallpaper. It looks very cool, and it's one of the highlight feature of MIUI 12. Plus the stock wallpapers are also absolutely beautiful on MIUI 12. MIUI always gets some of the best wallpapers, and this time also there is no exception. And there are a lot of websites that have already posted these wallpapers, so I'll link them down below. So first feature is the super wallpaper, and then next I want to get into the controversial stuff, which is the control center. Yes, it looks like an iOS ripoff, and yes, it works exactly like it does on an iPhone. You have to swipe down from the right hand side of the screen and you will get the control center, and if you do it from the left hand side of the screen, you get the notifications. It looks really clean, it's very fresh, it looks minimal, but hey, if you don't like it, you can always go back by disabling it in the settings. You'll get your typical MIUI 11 status bar and notification bar after that. But I like the control center, I like this new design, and if you notice closely, Xiaomi has also changed the battery icon in the status bar, and they've made things a lot more minimal with the MIUI 12 design. So control center is another big feature on MIUI 12. Despite of the fact that it's completely copied from iOS, I do like it. The next new feature I want to talk about is floating window. Samsung and Sony have been doing this since ages, wherein you can reduce the window size of an app and do multitasking. So that's what you can do here on MIUI 12. You can open one app in a smaller window and do like a proper multitasking. So let's say if you want to type something while you're browsing, or you want to watch a video while you're texting someone, you can do it. So on MIUI 11, you used to get this multi-window feature, which was a typical Android thing. But now Xiaomi has included floating windows, and I think it's great. It is working so far very smoothly on the Redmi K30, and I hope it stays that way. The only thing that I didn't like is that they only allow you to use one app at a time. On the old Sony and Samsung phones, you could have multiple floating windows and everything would work on it. So I hope Xiaomi can probably work on it with the updates, and they can allow multiple apps in the floating window feature. But anyways, now let's talk about another thing where there have been a lot of differences, and that's design. If you see MIUI 11 and MIUI 12 side by side, you'll see that MIUI 12 is a lot more minimal. It's more unified, and the design is much better than MIUI. All of the stock apps like Security, Clock, Notes, they all have been redesigned to give a unified look. You can see it's very clean, very minimal, very light. If you see the Notes app, for example, the animations are completely different here, or when you open or close an app, you also get a very iOS-like animation, but all of this feels very fresh. The animation takes a little bit more time compared to MIUI though, so if you open an app on MIUI 11 right now, and you open it on MIUI 12, you can see that the one on the MIUI 12 takes a little bit of more time because of the animation. So yeah, that's something that Xiaomi needs to fix. And after that, if you go into settings, now you can also change the font weight. So you can decide how thick or thin you want the font to be, and that's great. I've gone for a very thin and minimal font which looks very clean, and I like this interface in comparison to MIUI 11. Even if you go to About Phone, even here everything has been made a lot more simple, graphical, and easy to read. You can see this space where you can see the storage usage, and it shows it in a very nice graphical way, and I love this. You can also jump into battery stats, and even here, as you can see, everything has been redesigned. It looks really cool, and the look and feel that Xiaomi has given to all of the elements in MIUI 12, it's great. It gives a lot more premium look and feel to the UI. Even the menu to the left of the home screen has been redesigned to give a more clean and simple and unified look. Finally, Xiaomi has also tweaked the gestures a bit, so you get this thin bar at the bottom. Once again, very iPhone-like. So you can swipe up to close an app and get to the home screen. You can swipe up and hold for the multitasking tray. You can swipe horizontally and switch between apps, which is an iOS feature. And after that, you can also have your typical back button gesture. So if you pull from any of the edges, you can go back. You can disable this bar if you want to, but I like it this way. They've even ripped off the weather app from iOS because, as you can see side by side, it looks really similar. But as long as it's working fine, I'm not complaining. So overall, the design overhaul is great, and I think it gives a lot more premium and rich feeling to MIUI, especially if you use it on a flagship phone like a K20 Pro or a Mi 10. I think this is a much needed change. In comparison to MIUI 11, which was a lot more fragmented and the design was not that great, MIUI 12 feels really fresh and really good looking. Another area where Xiaomi has focused a lot with MIUI 12 is actually privacy. So here you've got a new option wherein you can set privacy for all of the apps. You can see in the last couple of hours which app has used your microphone, which app has used your camera, documents and all of those things. And you can also restrict the privacy to any of the apps that you want to. So you can manage the privacy on your own. Plus there is also an option to completely disable the camera so no apps can use it in the background. So that is a really good thing. Xiaomi has focused on privacy a lot, and I hope that all of these privacy features make their way into the global ROM and they just don't stay to the Chinese ROM. And you also have this new page where you can see the screen time, how much you are using, and you can also limit the screen time, or you can set alerts so that after a certain period of time, if you're using your phone too much, it will give you a pop-up or something. iOS has this feature, so it's now on MIUI 12 also. And you also have this new mode called focus mode, which is very similar to Zen mode on Oxygen UI phones. So if you turn on the focus mode, you cannot use your phone for calls, messages, anything. You can only use it for emergency calls and I think alarms. So this is so that you keep your phone aside, you forcefully don't use it, and it's exactly the same as Zen mode on the OnePlus 7, 70 and so on. After that, if I talk about some other things, you've got a kid space thing, which is I think limited to the Chinese ROM, where you can disable a couple of apps for your kids, or you can even monitor what your kids are doing with your phone. You also have a light mode where everything's increase the size of the font, the app size, the app icon size, everything's increased so that it's good for elderly people to use. And after that, you also have a new lock screen clock layout, and you also have this feature called Video Toolbox. So this was released recently in the MIUI 11 betas, and it's also there here. And what I really like is that here you can use it in any of the video watching app. So here, as you can see, I'm using it in YouTube. So either you can record the screen, you can take snapshots, and the best part, you can keep the app on while keeping the screen off. So you don't need a YouTube Premium subscription for that. Even without YouTube Premium subscription, you can play your music on YouTube with your screen off with the Video Toolbox app. So that's really cool. And then you also have your profile video for incoming calls. So it will play a short video clip or a live wallpaper when someone calls you. You also have an AI voice assistant which will basically answer your calls for you. This is only in Chinese, so that's restricted to the Chinese ROM. And I hope that Xiaomi brings it to the MIUI English version someday, because Google is doing it in the US, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon. The global ROMs will not have this feature. And if I talk about the camera app, there is not a lot of changes here. The only two things that I noticed was dynamic photos. So it will take a couple of photos in the 5 to 10 second time range, and then you can select the best photo that you think. And then you also have a document scanning app within the camera app, so you can scan documents and you don't need third-party apps like Cam Scanner. But actually the scanning feature was already available in MIUI 11 as a different app, so I don't see something new here. Only the dynamic photos app is the thing that's new. But overall, if you ask about my opinions on MIUI 12, I honestly really love it. It's the much needed change that Xiaomi needed, and now they've made the overall interface much more integrated, much more minimal, much more smooth probably. And the new features like floating windows, control center, some people might not like it, but I think it's a welcoming change. The only thing is that Xiaomi could have been a little bit more creative around the way, instead of just ripping off Apple, because they keep accusing Realme of being a copycat brand all the time, and Xiaomi is just blatantly ripping off Apple. So if they could have done a little bit more creativity, that would have been great. Maybe in the next iterations of MIUI 13 or something, they can do that. But my only concern right now is that MIUI 12 has a lot more animations and a lot more new things. So I hope that they optimize it well, because the Redmi K30 or the Poco X2 has a 120Hz display. And getting and playing those animations at a smooth 120Hz display is going to be a difficult task, because right now in the beta ROM things are a little bit stuttery, it's jittery, it's not at 120 FPS all the time. So I can see visible stutters and lags. So I hope they fix that with the final version, because 120 Hz is always a lot more trickier and it will require a lot more optimization and a lot more resources compared to 60 Hz. So I hope Xiaomi works on that. But as of now, I really like MIUI 12. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Do let me know your thoughts about MIUI 12 in the comments. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And let's see when the final update comes. I think by June or July we should be getting the final release of MIUI 12. But anyways, that was my video about MIUI 12. If you're watching my channel for the first time, then consider hitting the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Do share this video with your friends who have a Xiaomi phone. Please like this video. If you did not like this video, dislike it twice. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will be back on the notifications very soon. Peace.